Yesterday was the beginning of tapping into all of that moisture and heat from the U.S. South. And today we are feeling the repercussions of that. And I don't know if you're happy about it or not. Me personally, I love it. Unfortunately, it's only going to last 2 days. Yesterday, Canada has issued a humidex advisory, and we have that throughout all of southern Ontario. But you can see there around Kingston, just along the shorelines there, they omitted that because the values here will be feeling like 39, doesn't quite meet the criteria. So there are two things going on here. We have this cold front here. This is the one that could produce some storms, particularly around Ottawa and Montreal tomorrow, but possibly around the GTA as well. So that's number one. Number two, this front is the one that's going to cool things down dramatically. By the time we get to Friday, Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto, all mid-teen values expected. The thunderstorm risk today, most of the severe weather around Lake Champlain and through the U.S. Northeast. Risk of storms through Northeast Ontario. Tomorrow's risk map looks like this for Wednesday. We'll watch for possibly severe weather anywhere from Kitchener-Waterloo through Kingston, Ottawa, Montreal, and Sherbrooke, Quebec. Our 7-day forecast shows us the cool down coming in as early as the end of this work week. When I went outside this morning, it felt like southern Alabama, I swear, and we have lots of heat and humidity for about 2 days. So it's a short-lived event, but we're going to see the temperatures plummeting by the end of the week. I'll show you the numbers game in just a moment. Yesterday, though, seasonal values, yesterday was kind of like a transition day, but look at the overnight low. The overnight feeling 28. So not a lot of a break expected through the overnight. You're going to need to run the AC overnight, I suspect. Humidex advisory throughout southern Ontario. You can see actually an example of that. See right here along the shoreline where it's not included. It's just because it could be a feeling just slightly cooler or not quite reaching the criteria necessary for humidex advisory. So Kingston feeling like 39. There are two fronts, one of which could bring some thunderstorms. And that could be tomorrow throughout southern Ontario. This is the cold front, though, that's going to bring and usher in the cold air that's actually right now situated over northern Manitoba. The risk of storms today, we've had rumbles of thunder through Ottawa and Montreal. That complex of storms now has moved stateside. So this red zone here is where we'll watch for most of the severe weather. Non-severe storms still possible, Ottawa and Montreal, back through northeastern Ontario. But tomorrow with that first cold front I was just showing you, with the potential from Kitchener-Waterloo, Niagara, Hamilton, Toronto, all the way to Montreal and Sherbrooke, of seeing possibly some severe weather breaking out on Wednesday. Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, risk of storms for you as well. And where is the heat? And why are we getting this? Well, it's all coming in from the U.S. Look at Des Moines, Iowa, St. Louis, Missouri. I mean, this is the heat that's been making its way up into southern Ontario. That's going to clash with the cold air. So this air mass right here over northern Manitoba, that's the one that's going to be sinking down across Ontario in the coming days. And the result will be, on Friday, a temperature in Toronto of 14. So that's the air in northern Manitoba that's making its way down, and it's going to stay with us and be back to seasonal values by the end of the weekend. A couple of days, though, we have high heat and high humidex readings.